Live from the Credit Union 1 Arena in Chicago, ESPN presents college basketball as the UIC Flames face the Bradley Braves in an in-state showdown. Good evening and welcome, along with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you here at courtside. UIC Flames are coming off a victory in overtime against William & Mary, 100-95 in a thriller. Tarkus Ferguson and Marcus Adi were terrific. They're averaging 36 points a game between the two. Bradley, 3-0, off to a hot start. One of the top teams in the Valley, led by several Bradley Braves. Chris Bleck, give us some of your keys for this matchup.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the key players. Dwayne Lotier-Angule for the Braves, averaging 14.7 points per game this season, 5.3 rebounds, and last year he was the defensive player. He was on an all-defensive team in the Missouri Valley. So keep an eye on Dwayne Lotier-Angule, D-Lo as they call him for the Bradley Braves. A key player for us to look at for the UIC Flames, Tarkus Ferguson, averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, and he has 19 assists on the season. In his last effort on Thursday, he had 25 points, 8 rebounds. He went 5 of 7 from 3, so the UIC Flames really shooting well from three-point land, Jonathan, as we take a look at this team heading into this matchup after their first win.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for this one. First, for the Bradley Braves, Daryl Brown will have a start, as well as Elijah Childs, Koch Barr, K-O-C-H Barr will also be able to get a start. You mentioned Dwayne Ogunleye will also be one of the starters for this Bradley Braves team, along with Nate Cannell. And for the UIC Flames, looking for their second win of the season, Marcus Adi, Tarkus Ferguson in the backcourt, along with Jordan Blount, Godwin Bowen, and Travell Washington, the starters for the UIC Flames. Flames defeated the William & Mary Tribe 100-95 in overtime in their last game. That was the first win of the season, and also win number 200 in the career for head coach Steve McClain. On the flip side, Brian Wardle and the Bradley terrific start at 3-0, 20-13 last season.
If you look at Bradley, they have 4 players scoring in double figures, Brown, Childs, Barr, and Agoulier, so you got to limit that for the UIC Flames, and this game's going to come down to defense. Bradley only giving up 60 points per game on the season, and the Flames giving up 89 to their opponents. So really, whoever can play the better defense, especially the UIC Flames, that should be the key for tonight's ball game, because clearly they're shooting the ball well from three-point land, and if they can get their offense going, UIC Flames should have a shot to win this game tonight.
Yeah, Bradley has an all-time advantage on the UIC Flames, 5 games to 1. As a matter of fact, Brian Wardle coached it with the Green Bay Phoenix, so he's very familiar with the Horizon League, and 10-2 all-time against UIC. Interesting matchup between the two, the dichotomy between UIC and Bradley. From Bradley's standpoint, as we were talking to some of the coaches before the game, they love to pack it in defensively. And then from the offensive side for the UIC Flames, they've been really prolific from shooting from the outside. So a dichotomy between the two teams here.
Yeah, watch for the UIC Flames to, even though they're going to shoot a lot of three-point shots, Jonathan, look for them to use the penetration and driving abilities to open up the three-point game.
So Bradley will start off the game. There are Bradley fans and UIC fans here at the Credit Union 1 Arena. So glad you're with us here on ESPN. This is Daryl Brown with a flying one-hander, and the shot is short, and a rebound, Jordan Blount. Jordan Blount loves his bumps and bruises. He had a concussion earlier already this season. Blount on the right wing. Now to Travell Washington, new to this UIC Flames team. 15 on the shot clock for UIC. Ferguson and a whistle.
Nice hesitation play by Tarkus Ferguson. He just waited a second, got the hand in the cookie jar, and went up for the shot. He'll get 2 free throws.
So Ogunleye with the foul. That'll be his first, and Ferguson to the foul line. Tarkus Ferguson, a name that we'll mention a lot here in the broadcast because he's really a catalyst for this UIC Flames team, averaging 19 points a game and 5.3 rebounds. And their free throws missed. We'll have another.
And the most important part about Tarkus's game to this point in the season is his three-point shooting. He's shooting 53% from 3 here in the early going. He's ranked 16th in three-pointers made in the entire country right now.
Flames on the board. It's 1-0. Cannell. Now a pass inside, and then we have a whistle. Childs trying to get an easy bucket. Coming down the baseline, the foul on UIC. It's going to be on Washington. Travell Washington, the freshman out of San Bernardino, California, new to this UIC Flames team.
Yeah, and you know, here's the key for Childs is he's going to have some advantages down on the low post, especially trying to get the UIC Flames into foul trouble. You see a foul early on right here in the game. We're less than a minute in. And watch for him also to try and do this for the Braves just because it will slow down the pace. UIC Flames are going to want to run out and get many possessions and try and double up on the Braves, and the Braves are going to try and play a slower paced game in this one.
Childs, a 90% free throw shooter out of Kansas City, Missouri. 2-1, Bradley with the lead. Ferguson brings his dribble to the top. Adi down the lane, and the layup is short, and the rebound controlled by Childs.
You see the body control from Marcus Adi there to avoid contact. He missed the layup, but that was a really nice drive from Adi.
Ogunlier down the lane, and the whistle. Foul's going to be on Jordan Blount. We mentioned the bumps and bruises from Jordan Blount. He'll be on the floor, and I don't mean just running up and down the floor. He'll actually be on this floor with cuts and bruises because he is that guy for UIC.
It's an early foul for Jordan. He fouled out of the last contest. And you mentioned the bumps and bruises. He also got a forearm to the face in the last outing as well. Had to come out of the game for a couple minutes.
Ball out of bounds, 17 on the shot clock for Bradley. Yeah, 2-1 Braves lead. Interesting game for a number of reasons with both teams being from the state of Illinois. This is a recruiting game on many levels. 15 on the shot clock for the Braves. They swing it to the right side, trying to get it inside to Barr, and have a whistle. Foul's going to be on Marcus Adi.
And we're starting to see the fouls pile up here for the UIC Flames. That was a tough matchup. Adi got switched onto Barr. Barr has a big advantage height-wise and weight-wise on Adi, and there's really nothing he could have done defensively there.
Brown tries to get a pass to Barr, goes out of bounds, and UIC will have possession. Fans continue to file in here to the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago on a chilly night. Flames won their first game 100-95 against William & Mary, a thriller in overtime. Tarkus Ferguson at the controls. Swung to the left side. Here's Bowen for three. Shot is short, and the rebound, Bradley.
It's a good shot for the UIC Flames. It just didn't fall. You want to see multiple passes in the possession, side to side, and that's what the Flames got there.
Brown turnaround jumper is good. So Brown coming through. Darryl Brown from Memphis, Tennessee. It's 4-1, Bradley with the lead.
Even though Brown only averaging 12 points per game, a couple shy of Ogunlier, he is probably the catalyst for this Braves team, especially if we see a possession late.
Godwin Bowen on a give and go to Tarkus Ferguson for three. Swish! Tarkus Ferguson nails the three from the right wing, and we're tied at 4.
We talked about the last outing on Thursday. He went 5 of 7 from 3, and boom, hits his first three-point shot attempt tonight.
Cannell inside, and the layup is good. Beautiful passing. Cannell cutting down the baseline and for an easy field goal.
Sweet give and go right there.
6-4, Braves with the lead. Ferguson around a Washington screen. Takes to the baseline inside to Jordan Blount for the lay-in.
The key there was Ferguson drove and 3 Braves converged on him, giving Blount the open layup underneath the hoop.
Brown tries to drive the baseline. Kicks it out. Ogunlier for a three. Yes, sir, and a foul. Ogunlier with a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, Godwin Bowen.
4-point play, I beg your pardon.
Godwin Bowen got up on the defensive side, hit his hand as he fell. Beautiful shot by Ogunlier. 40% from 3 so far here in the early going for D'Lo and the Braves.
Barr in, and Von Bray comes into the ball game. Also, Cannell will take a seat. Antoine Pittman in now for Bradley. So a couple of changes here for Brian Wardle, the head coach for Bradley. Ogunlier to the foul line. The sophomore was the Valley Player of the Week last week, and the free throw is good. So a 4-point play there. 10-6, Braves with the lead. Tarkus Ferguson brings his dribbles to the right side. Now to Adi. Adi has it now with 15 on the shot clock. Adi works his way in, down the lane, off the rim short, and the rebound, Antoine Pittman.
Pretty good defensive effort from the Braves. Collective group trying to rebound on the defensive end as well.
Ogunlier right to the basket. Short, rebound, Jordan Blount.
Good defense from Jordan.
Tarkus Ferguson brings it up for UIC. 20 on the shot clock. Jordan Blount, spinning, turning, a flying one-hander is no good. Rebound, Ogunlier. Ogunlier from London, England. Trying to get a pass inside. Kicking violation, so Bradley will have possession when we come back. 10-6, Braves with the lead. Back in a moment here on ESPN.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
Jason, did you ever think that you'd been playing basketball again?
Hey man, I had 2 strokes. I play when I can.
Well, it has been a year, and I want to check and see. How's your recovery going?
Pretty good. Just gotta keep at it.
How's your post game?
Come on, Doc.
Let me see what you got. How was school?
Good. Hard. I'm reckless. Sorry, Doc.
Some of the greatest comeback stories never show up in the sports section. At Athletico, our physical therapists help people overcome pain and discomfort and get back to doing the things they love to do. Start your comeback. Schedule your free injury screening today at athletico.com. Athletico Physical Therapy, better for every body.
Welcome back to the Credit Union One Arena here in Chicago with Chris Black, Jonathan Hood with you as the Braves with a 10-6 lead on UIC. What stands out?
The thing that stands out to me, Jonathan, is the Bradley Braves 4 points in the paint here in the early going, and they don't make defensive mistakes. So UIC is going to have to pack in defensively, limit points in the paint, because Bradley is really focusing on that early going. We're seeing 2 good standout players, Tarkus Ferguson with 4 points, and Dwayne Lotier-Angoulier with 4 points as well. So we see the 2 key players showing out early on in this one.
Bradley with wins against UW Parkside, Southeast Missouri State, and Jacksonville State to start off the season. And now here they are in Chicago against UIC. Here's a 3-try, and it's good for Brown in the corner. Brown nails the 3 from the left corner, 13-6, Braves with the lead.
Yeah, in momentum, 3-point shot there from Brown. He's shooting 36% from 3 on the season, trying to jumpstart his team.
Godwin Bowen on the left wing for UIC. Howard into the ball game now for UIC. 9 on the shot clock. Howard. Give and go to Blount for the dunk. Jordan Blount with high elevation. Coming down the baseline, and it's 13-8.
Beautiful job exposing the defense, slipping through the baseline, right in for the dunk.
There's a shot that is missed by Childs, and here comes UIC on the push. Really the difference, Chris, as Bowen is tied up, and they're going to call it jump ball. You know, the difference in this UIC team versus last year is that you look at the leadership thing. I know that we talked to Seth Cooper, the assistant coach for UIC earlier. Coyote Yasi with this program all 4 years. And again, someone that was really strong inside. He was 6'9", he was a center for the team. You know, UIC's got to look for that size that they don't necessarily have on this roster just yet.
Well, the size isn't there necessarily, but as you see Ferguson going to the line, gets a layup and one. That's the key, is you remove Tayo Diassi from this team. You remove a guy from the post, takes up space. And Seth Cooper talked to us how on offense, the paint has opened up more. So you're looking to score and exploit the paint because you don't have a big plotting center down low. And I think that's what you're going to see from the UIC Flames. Even though they're going to shoot more three-point shots, they're going to shoot a better percentage from the field as well, because the guards, Godwin, Ferguson, and even Adi, they're going to be able to attack the paint without a big standing down.
Hodgson had the foul, and there's a three-point play completed by Tarkus Ferguson, and the Flames within 2, 13-11. 13-11 the score. Bradley with the lead. Here's Brown for three. Shot is missed, and the rebound, Godwin Bowen. Bowen burns the court, down the lane, off the glass, and scores. Godwin Bowen with the basket for UIC. And we're tied at 13.
How about that from Godwin Bowen? He could have stopped, but he kept going. He pushed the pace, he pushed the tempo, and got all the way to the hoop.
All the way inside is Childs, and we have a whistle underneath.
Yeah, looks like a foul on Rob Howard. Guy's hand in there on the layup attempt.
So foul's going to be on Howard. That'll be his first foul. Under 14 to play here in the first half.
You know, Seth Cooper also talked to us before the game about how the Bradley Braves are going to try and pack the paint, to try and limit the guards for UIC to attack and score easily. So it's an interesting look at styles for tonight's game, because you have one team that's focused on limiting what you can get in the paint, the other team that wants to constantly attack with their guards.
Childs misses the first free throw. He's a 90% free throw shooter, and the free throw is missed again. It worked in the rebound, Diggins. Here comes Tarkus Ferguson. Ferguson down the lane. He draws contact. Foul called on Bradley.
Now, Jonathan, isn't that a perfect example of a guard on the wing, on the break? Instead of waiting for everyone else, he forced the issue. He forced it into the paint and got a foul called on that possession.
Childs and Hodgson out for Bradley. So Brian Wardle continues to have wholesale changes, just trying to get the right matchups in. Here is Blount all the way in, and the layup is good. Crafty move once again by Jordan Blount, getting to the basket, and the Flames up 2.
Jordan wasn't even looking at the rim when he laid that up. Beautiful.
Got a GPS in his system. He knows exactly where it is without looking. Here's a three try that's no good from the corner by Von Bray, and the rebound, UIC. Blount behind the back pass to Diggins for three. No good from the left corner. Rebound, Darnell Brown. Brown in on Godwin Bowen, and the shot is good.
How about that shot from Brown? Not only was it great defense from Godwin Bowen, he stayed his possession, stayed straight up, didn't commit the foul, but Brown powers through for the deuce.
Brown listed at 5'10", and playing bigger than what we really see on the floor, and there's a three try. That's good for Godwin Bowen. Godwin Bowen for three, and he nails it. 18-15, Flames with the lead.
Bowen coming off of a game where he scored 24 points on Thursday night.
Over the top inside, and the layup is good for Koch Bar. Koch Bar out of Sudan, leading the team in scoring several times already this season.
Yeah, post positioning, he got on the inside of Jordan Blount, and he was just able to catch the pass and went over the top of the layup.
Howard at the top. Here is a three try that's in and out, no good for Tarkus Ferguson, and Brown out with it. Darnell Brown, top of the circle. Down the lane he comes, in on Jordan Blount, and scores. He drew the contact, didn't get the foul, was able to get it in.
Back-to-back possessions where Brown hung in the air and still got the shot off and made it.
Isn't that something about basketball? Shortest guy on the floor making such an impact.
Well, usually the short guys are the toughest guys, Jonathan. That's coming from someone who's 5'11".
Yeah, exactly. Ferguson. And here's Howard. Works his way in and scores with the righty hook.
Yeah, strong post move for Howard.
I really like Rob Howard on this team.
Yeah, that seemed like a very controlled, veteran-type move right there.
He's a junior from Gary, Indiana. Here's a wide-open three, and that is missed by Von Bray, and here comes UIC out with it. Bowen on the left wing. Bowen for three, missed it, into the hands of Howard. Howard down the lane, off the glass, short tip, no. Ball still alive, and is saved in by Pittman. Antoine Pittman ahead to Brown. Brown working down the left baseline, and they're going to say no shot, but Diggins got him on the foul, and timeout on the floor. 11:02 left here in the first half. Flames up 1 as you're listening and watching college basketball on ESPN. Welcome back to UIC Flames basketball on ESPN with Chris Fletcher on the hood with you at the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago. Brown leading the Bradley Braves with 9 points, 7 points for Tarkus Ferguson.
Jonathan, if we take a look at this game, we're about 9 minutes into this one, and doesn't it have a feel? I know we're sitting here in November. It has the feel of a late season tournament atmosphere early on. Back and forth, both teams playing really good defense, multiple efforts on the defensive end, and good execution offensively. Both of these teams, it does not seem like we're in the first couple weeks of the college basketball season.
Bradley with possession, under 11 to play here in the first half. Going to the basket and scoring here is Jashawn Henry, the freshman from Saskatchewan in Canada.
Yeah, he missed the last game for the Braves, so it's good to see him back out there for Bradley.
Seesaw affair. Braves now up 1. 15 on the shot clock for UIC. Howard falls down with the basketball, picked up by Tarkus Ferguson. Adi with 5 on the shot clock. Adi working on Brown. Down the lane, flying one-hander and scores. Adi with time running down with the lay-in, and it's 22-21.
Marcus Adi really knows how to get to his spot. You saw as he pulled it back out, and we get an offensive foul. Goulier was trying to set the screen. He put an arm out, offensive foul, UIC ball. So Marcus Adi on the last possession, he pulled it back out and attacked a second time because he knew exactly where he was trying to get to in the lane to then rise for the layup.
All right, so now the officials will come over and take a look at that last play. 22-21 is the score. For those of you just watching us for the first time, this is our first broadcast on ESPN. You might notice that we have been referring to this facility as the Credit Union 1 Arena. There's a reason for that. It's because of the endowment, the money put in by Credit Union 1, as the name of the building has changed.
Yeah, as you used to know it as UIC Pavilion, it's now the Credit Union 1 Arena. And it's a beautiful new floor that showcases the city of Chicago with the Chicago flag across the middle. And you see the Flames on the corner. So really for UIC, it's a beautiful and good partnership with Credit Union 1.
I guess that one of the things that you look for is you look for commitment. And I think that UIC and Garrett Classy did a nice job of being able to put all of this together to be able to have that commitment. We've been talking about Credit Union 1 on our broadcast for a few years now, but to have their name on the building here just shows the commitment that Credit Union 1 has on UIC athletics, and especially here in this facility, the old UIC Pavilion, now the Credit Union 1 Arena.
Yeah, and you know, Garrett Classy trying to spruce up the UIC Pavilion. It's been here for some time, but they can really make it look really nice with a brand new floor. The lighting in here is new this season as well. You see a new scoreboard on top of it. So really, all accounts here at the old UIC Pavilion, Credit Union 1 Arena now. It's a really beautiful place to watch basketball.
22-21, Flames with the lead. Adi raises the ball to the top of the circle. Adi down the lane, a shot off the rim, no. Rebound tipped into the air, and now picked up by Bradley. Here is Lundy. Now pass on the inside, and the layup is good. Nicely done by Elijah Childs.
Yeah, Childs got on the block for a second time. We saw it at the first possession of the game. There he is right there. Goes to a little baby hook and 2.
23-22. Bradley Braves with the lead with 9:34 left. Tarkus Ferguson loses the handle, picks it back up. 10 on the shot clock for UIC. And it's stolen away almost again and picked up by Ferguson. A hail for 3. No good.
Yeah, Armand Brummett with the great individual defense right there on Targets Ferguson.
All the way in, and the layup is just missed. Now here comes UIC, but not, again, a turnover.
Yeah, Targets led Hale too far right there on the fast break.
Brian Wardle calls a play, but 15 on the shot clock. The fall-away jumper is missed by Childs, and the rebound, UIC. Marcus Adi. Down the lane he comes, and a whistle on the foul call. It's just really interesting to watch these guards operate, whether it's Tarkus Ferguson, Marcus Adi, or Godwin Bowen. Just very dynamic. One of the reasons why UIC really predicted as one of the top 3 teams in the Horizon League.
Yeah, the Horizon League preseason poll has them 3rd coming into this season. And you know what you point out there, Jonathan, with the 3 guards is they kind of probe on the perimeter, and then they find the weak spot, and that's when they attack. And you know that Marcus Adi can really get to the basket anytime he wants. And that's where you see him coming across the lane, going to his right, and then rising and getting the foul and getting 2.
Lundy on the foul, Adi to the foul line, free throw is good. Adi now with 3 points tonight. There's Travell Washington coming in for Howard. Bowen in for Tarkus Ferguson. Marcus Adi will have another. 14 points, 5 rebounds in the last game against William and Mary. And the second free throw is good. 24-23 UIC with the lead. Lundy to Brummett. Trying to get a pass over the top, and it's tipped and volleyed, and now back in the hands of Henry. Here's Cannell. The swing to the left corner. Left wing.
The Flames are in zone defense, Jonathan.
Brummett and Cannell, and we got a traveling call on Cannell.
So Steve McLean calls his zone defense. His team goes out there. A little confusion offensively for the Bradley Braves right there. You see the turnover.
UIC ranked 7th in all of college basketball with threes. There's going to be a lot of threes in this ball game. 46 3-point field goals made. 10th in attempts in all of college basketball as well. And it will be a timeout on the floor. 7:56 left here in the first half. Flames up 1. Can they continue on with this momentum? Find out next.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
Jason, did you ever think that you've been playing basketball again?
Hey, man, I had 2 strokes. I play when I can.
Well, it has been a year, and I want to check and see. How's your recovery going?
Pretty good. Just got to keep at it.
How's your post game?
Come on, Doc.
Let me see what you got.
How was school? Good. Hard. I'm reckless. Sorry, Doc.
Did you know that now is the perfect time to become a member of Credit Union One? With convenient locations, home and mobile banking, 20,000 surcharge-free ATMs, and 5,000 shared branching locations nationwide. We're always where you need us, when you need us. Visit creditunion1.org to become a member today. Credit Union One. We can help.
Welcome back to the Credit Union One Arena here in Chicago with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you. We'll have our halftime report once we get there, but right now Flames up 24-23.
Yeah, both teams shooting 9 for 19 from the field equally. 47% from the field for both teams. Bradley, though, shooting 40% from 3. UIC Flames, a strength so far early in this season. They're only shooting 29% from the three-point land, hitting 2 of 7.
Flames with the basketball with 10 on the shot clock. Godwin Bowen, 6th man of the year in the Horizon League. To Washington, and we have a foul off the ball. It's going to be on UIC. It's going to be on Jordan Blount.
Yeah, that's going to be Jordan's second foul here in 9 minutes of action. He has 6 points, but, you know, we've talked many times with Jordan that a part of his game is reeling in a little of the wild horse in him, right? Because he gives such max effort on every single possession. You just got to be smart. Especially when you're picking up an offensive foul away from the ball. That's where you kind of need to watch yourself in those situations, especially since you're coming off a game where you fouled out.
Brummett to Brown at the top, 10 on the shot clock. Brown with 5, with 4. Down the lane he comes. A flying one-hander. Shot is no good. He gets his own rebound, goes back up and scores.
It looks like Jordan was stripped of the ball right there after a solid rebound. I don't know why anything wasn't called. And you saw on the Brown layup, Jordan backed off a little because he didn't want to pick up that ticky-tack foul.
Jordan Blount down the lane, a Hale. Now he's swinging to Marcus Adi, and he'll reset. 10 on the shot clock for UIC. Marcus Adi to Jordan Blount inside. Yes, sir, and a foul. Blount gets so much contact that he thought that it was just going to be a basket and go the other way. He actually got a call. It doesn't happen very often.
And you saw the little extra fist pump because he bucketed in the foul. And Marcus Adi, once again, probing the defense, slices into the lane, and is able to get Jordan Blount cutting to the basket for the layup.
Foul's going to be on Barr for Bradley. Tarkus Ferguson in, a Hale out. Flames up 1, 26-25. To remind you, our next broadcast of UIC Flames basketball on ESPN will be against Wisconsin Parkside on November 24th. That'll be on ESPN Plus, a 3:12 starting time, and the free throw is good.
Yeah, to honor the area code for Chicago, 312. Many Saturday and Sunday starts throughout the season for the UIC Flames here at Credit Union 1 Arena will be a 3:12 start time.
Jacob Wiley now in for UIC, and Blount will sit down. Pittman at the top. Inside to Barr. Losing the handle, picked up by Jacob Wiley.
That was great team defense right there from Adi and everyone in the paint to collect that steal for the UIC Flames.
Yeah, the defense really got better, especially late in the second half and into the overtime period against William and Mary. Even though the 100-95 score would not indicate that, it actually did happen for UIC. It's such an offensive team as Adi loses control, and now it's picked up by Brown. All the way in, and the layup around the rim and good for Pittman.
Yeah, Pittman and Brown running the floor. A little pickpocket action for the Bradley Braves. Tie ball game.
5:50 left here in the first half. Godwin Bowen falls down with the basketball and picked up by Brummett. Here's Brown trying to get a pass inside to Childs. Knocked away with 23 in the shot clock.
Jonathan, the UIC Flames have done a better job early in this season with their turnovers. They're only averaging 14.5 turnovers per game. It's something we've seen in the previous years, playing loose with the ball and not taking advantage of all the possessions you get. We've seen back-to-back turnovers for the Flames to see if they can have a good defensive possession and then have a good offensive possession to follow. And there you go. There's the defense.
Brown misses the shot, and here comes UIC. Marcus Adi down the lane. Circus shot, no. Goes back up and scores. Marcus Adi with the basket.
And Brian Wardell is livid that there was not traveling called on that for Marcus Adi. Not only did he pick it up as he went into the lane, but he also caught his own shot.
Brown against Adi. Down the lane, and the layup is no good, and a whistle. Foul call. It's going to be on Jacob Wiley. Boy, that Brown is such a tough player. Dale Brown, the junior from Memphis, Tennessee. 53% free throw shooter from Germantown, where my good friend Scott Bowden is from. Germantown and Memphis, Tennessee.
How about 2018 preseason All-Missouri Conference second-team player, but, man, he is really good, especially getting to the lane, getting to the rim, and his body control is what is most impressive, being able to hang and get the shot off as well.
This free throw is good, and Koch Barr will sit down. And the ball game is Von Bray. the senior from the Netherlands. 5:03 left here in the first half. Second free throw is good. Seesaw affair here at the Credit Union 1 Arena. 29 all. Cannell in, and Brummett will sit down for Bradley. So Brian Wardle continues to mix and match with his players as often as possible. Godwin Bowen, Petarchus Ferguson.
All right, the Flames will be going against a zone look here from Bradley, switching it up defensively after a couple of good man-to-man defensive possessions.
Five to shoot for UIC. Diggins, Petarchus, long three, swish! Tarkus Ferguson with a deep three from the top of the circle. 32-29 UIC with the lead.
Hit that from Taylor Street.
He saw the time running down and had to put up a shot. He did. Cannell in the lane, blocked by Wiley. Here comes Tarkus Ferguson. Washington down the lane. And they're going to call a foul on Washington. It was on Washington, yes. He's out of control, Chris.
Yeah, Jonathan, when any time a big collects at the top of the key and puts it on the deck towards the rim in the open court and the defensive player gets there first, it's always going to be an offensive foul.
4:07 left here in the first half. Flames up 32-29. Steve McLean and Brian Wardle standing up and putting a lot of instructions out there trying to get their team motivated, and the layup is good by Cannell. Cannell has 4 points tonight. Godwin Bowen. Michael Diggins, cousin of Skylar Diggins. Down the lane, loses the handle. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Yeah, Elijah Childs getting his hand in there, getting on the deck. And Jonathan, how about both active hands there on that last possession for the Braves?
3:36 left here in the first half. Flames up 32-31 right here. So watching college basketball on ESPN. Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago with Chris Blake, Jonathan Hood with you to tell you about Motor City Madness quarterfinals at highest seed March 5th through the 6th. The Little Caesars Horizon League Men's and Women's Basketball Championship is coming to a campus near you. Quarterfinal games take place March 5th through the 6th at the highest seeds, and the semifinals and championship take place March 11th and 12th at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. To learn more information, go to horizonleague.com. Again, that's horizonleague.com. 3:27 to play. Flames up 32-31 in this back and forth affair between these two in-state rivals. Wide open, a three try is missed. Back inside, and the layup is good for Childs.
Yeah, second effort from Childs, gets the rebound, puts it down, goes back out for the layup, and Bradley really doing a good job defensively. Let's see if the Flames can really crack the code. Right now, they have 6 turnovers here in the first half, and Bradley has 6 points off of those turnovers.
As that's inside, we have a whistle, foul called on the inside. It's going to be on Lundy. That will be his second foul. And Tarkus Ferguson will go to the foul line. Checking in is Brown for Bradley, and he will replace Lundy.
Ferguson has 10 points tonight, and really when the Flames have been at their best, it's been Audie and Ferguson attacking the lane and getting to the foul line. And that's what we really need to see from the Flames to keep this game as close as it is and for them to kind of take the lead and advance on this.
First free throw is good, 11 points so far for Ferguson. Bradley gets off the quick starts. They're averaging 35 points per game and 45% shooting in the first half. Teams only shoot 35% against them in the first 20 minutes. And look at the score. UIC more than likely will surpass that.
Yeah.
With 34 points, we'll see. Cannell. And the rebound, Tarkus Ferguson.
Solid positioning from Ferguson for the defensive rebound.
Ferguson to Godwin for three, and he nails it. Godwin Bowen nails a three from the right wing.
You know, we talked to Seth Cooper before the game talking about early shots in the shot clock, and right there's a perfect example of an in-rhythm three-point shot on the break. Secondary break, wide open for Godwin Bowen, and he buries it.
Brown down the lane. Left corner, Cannell. A pass. Left of the lane is Childs. Goes up and we have a whistle and a foul call.
So we're going to give the foul to Wiley, even though
Wiley.
Godwin Bowen was in on it as well. So probably a good thing for the Flames that the foul got attributed to Wiley.
Yeah, Pittman with a chance for an easy field goal there, but he was hammered. So now Pittman will go to the foul line. He has 2 points. Antoine Pittman, the redshirt junior from Rockford. Free throw around the rim and off. Oh, Bradley has a number of players from overseas. Got a player from Australia, Saskatchewan, Canada, Netherlands, South Sudan, Cameroon, and Decatur, Illinois.
Yeah, 9th season for Brian Wardell. He's 136 and 125, his overall record at Bradley. And really his mix collection of players coming in, and he has a lot of upperclassmen too, which allows him to play the style he wants and really be successful with this Bradley Braves team.
Now I'm convinced you don't listen to me because I put Decatur, Illinois as an overseas on purpose, just to plant that. And now I know you're not listening. Just trying to get your stuff in.
Just trying not to sell you out.
37-34. Flames with the lead. For our viewers in Decatur, that is a joke sometimes. Ball goes out of bounds. And Bradley will have possession.
We've taken a trip or two out to Decatur.
1:41 here left in the first half. Henry on the right wing. Brown inside, and the layup is no good for Henry. UIC on the push. Ferguson will pull up for three. Rims out, and we have a whistle. Foul call is going to be on Bradley.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Barr. Positioning down low for the rebound. He's going to be called for the defensive foul.
So Barr's got 2 fouls and 2 points. Had a lot of notes on Barr coming into this game. Led the Braves in scoring already twice this season. You can understand why. The length, the size there. The big guy from the South Sudan. So now here comes Elijah Childs, and he will replace Barr.
Yeah, the number that really pops on Barr when you look into his play so far this season, shooting 80% from the field. Incredible.
Howard hits the free throw. We'll have another. Howard with 3 points tonight. 6'8" forward out of Gary, Indiana. Had 8 points and 4 rebounds the last game against the William and Mary Tribe. Free throw is missed. 38-34, Flames with the lead. With Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you from the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago. A Valley team against a Horizon League team here in Chicago. Ten seconds to shoot for the Braves. Brown on the right wing. Wardle says you got to move. Brown puts up a shot and scores.
Yeah, crafty play by Brown, just being able to work the edge there, gets around and finds the angle off the glass.
Brown's got 15 tonight for Bradley. 30 seconds left here for the half. Ferguson swings it to Diggins. Diggins for three. Off the rim short. Rebound in the hands of Bowen. And a foul called on Bradley.
Yeah, it looks like going for the rebound, it'll be on Darryl Brown will pick up the foul.
There are Bradley fans that made the trip. They're booing right behind us, not happy with that call. 38-36, Flames with the lead. And now Bowen to the foul line. Sixth man of the year for the Horizon League last year. Free throw's good. Godwin Bowen, just like Marcus Dotti, very steady as guards on this team, and they can shoot the ball very well as Von Bray checks in, and he will replace Henry.
Yeah, watching the development of Godwin Bowen over the last couple of years, now a junior, it's really been fun to see him kind of come into his own as a sixth man and also being able to run the floor when he is out there as the lead point guard. And this attack for UIC, having 3 guards being able to do it all together, is pretty unique.
Timeout on the floor. Free throw's good. 42-36, Flames with the lead. Ogunleye, by the way, is back in the ball game. Notice the ebb and flow of what we're seeing here, because we talked earlier about Koch Barr and what he brings to this Bradley team. 2 fouls. Ogunleye with 2 fouls for Bradley as well. So some of the load has really been on Brown, the little guy, being able to score a ton of points from 3 and also just getting inside.
Yeah, he hasn't been their leading scorer to this point in this season, but 15 points, 6 of 11 from the field. And what you mentioned there, getting inside, Jonathan, it's not just getting inside, but it's his ability to leap, hang in the air, create contact, get the layups, get the jumpers to fall as he's hanging in the air on the offensive possession. So he's done a really good job for the Bradley Braves. And how about UIC? Their defense has been pretty good tonight, only giving up 36 points at this point here in the first half. And I think for a team that has been giving up 89 per game on the season, this is a good start tonight.
So Brown will bring it up for Bradley. Brown. Ogunleye. 10 seconds. There's a fall back. That jumper is no good for Van Bray. Rebound UIC on the push. 2 seconds left. Left side, Wiley. Left corner, Diggins for 3. In and out, no good. And we're at the half. 40-36, Flames with the lead. We'll review the first half with our halftime report, and then we'll get ready for the second half, as the Flames are looking for their second win in a row. We'll see if they can do it as we move forward here, right here from the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago. College basketball at its finest here in Chicago. As the Flames up 4 right here on ESPN. Welcome to the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago, along with Chris Fleck, Jonathan Hood with you for our halftime show as the UIC Flames up 40-36. It's kind of the ball game we thought we were going to get, Chris. Back and forth, pretty fun.
Absolutely, and you got to give credit to the UIC defense. For a team that's been giving up 89 points per game this season in the early going, giving up only 36 here in the first half, up by 4. Really good start for the UIC Flames. And you also have to point out the fact that Targus Ferguson having a good ball game once again for the UIC Flames with 12 points.
You know, coming into this season, we looked at the UIC Flames roster. And again, no Ty Odiasi, who stood 6'9" with this program for a long time. No Robinson on the inside. But you can just see the maturation process of the young guards of this team. The Fergusons, the Godwin Bowens, the Marcus Adis. I mean, it's really up to them. And they've been able to shoot the ball very well from three-point range.
You know, we talked to Seth Cooper before the game, and he mentioned to us this idea of positionless basketball, right? So that's where you remove a center like a Ty Odiasi, who was fantastic for the UIC Flames, but you have point guards and other players who can step in and all play at the same time. We saw many times offensively in the first half where we saw the ball bouncing from side to side and movement, right? And that allows guys to change places on the floor, never having to worry about where they are. Can they touch the ball? Can they put it on the floor? Can they put it up from 3? And once they do that, you are getting closer to that positionless basketball, which we see from the NBA teams has been so in vogue in the last couple of years in all of basketball.
This has been a good game, and here's why I know. 48% from the field for UIC, 43% for Bradley. And what I really like about Bradley, and I'm not surprised because Brian Wardle is a terrific coach. This was going to be kind of a rebuilding situation for Bradley. You look at that program and watching him and what he did at Green Bay, I just know that he's going to succeed and do well. Start off slowly, but I believe that he's going to do well because you look at this roster that he has, it's very similar to UIC, the ability to shoot the ball from the outside, and they've got the interchangeable parts. Some of the bigger players that we looked at coming in the game have a little bit of foul trouble, but there's Brown coming through for Bradley. The littlest guy on the floor knows what to do.
Yeah, and he seems to be the toughest guy on the floor as well, getting to the basket, hanging in the air, getting his layups in. Also, the other thing to credit with Bradley is their defense has been good. They're holding UIC to only 40 points here in the first half, even though they're down by 4. A couple things, points in the paint. They're up by 6, 24-18 with points in the paint. And off of turnovers, Bradley's taking advantage. They have 8 points off of turnovers. The Flames don't have any. So if the Flames take care of the ball, they should be set for the second half, but they keep turning it over. That allows Bradley to hang around.
Chris, these non-conference games are so very important because you want to be able to establish momentum as much as possible going into the conference games. So from a UIC standpoint, you want to be able to start building your team for what I think is going to be a very difficult Horizon League. Again, the Flames are picked third, but doesn't mean anything until you actually are able to build some momentum going toward that Horizon League.
It's also a Valley team against a Horizon League team. And then you have, coming into the season, both preseason rankings had these teams ranked third. So like-minded teams, conferences that are close together, it's been a fun contest. Recruiting grounds are part of all of this as well. It's been a good game.
I would continue this conversation, but I'm getting this.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we could do this all night.
Yeah, so 40-36, Flames the lead. Back after this. Welcome back to the Credit Union One Arena here in Chicago, along with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Tarkus Ferguson, someone we talked about here at the half, really a catalyst for this team offensively, shooting it from the outside. And then from there, Jordan Blount, who gets down and dirty on the inside. You gotta love Jordan Blount when he's on the inside, Chris.
Jordan Blount does a really good job having body control and being able to get rebounds collected and do a little bit of everything, as you see right there, a tip right there to Tarkus Ferguson.
The UIC Flames, and we talked about how this is a seesaw affair going back and forth between both teams. This is why the second half should be very thrilling. Jordan Blount looking for a foul there. He was able to get to the basket. So, that's a positive, too, because you don't want to be so perimeter-oriented that you don't get any points in the paint area. At least Jordan's able to get there.
Yeah, and you see right there a nice slice, and he did put that one up without even looking at the basket on that layup. And then we see Brown on the offensive end for Bradley. His body control multiple times. We saw it in the first half, and a nice dish and three-point shot for Godwin Bowen.
The UIC Flames shooting, Chris, at 48% to Bradley's 43%. Tarkus Ferguson leading the Flames with 12 points. Godwin Bowen with 10. 6 points for Marcus Oddie. 9, by the way, for Jordan Blount. We talked about his easy points in the paint. He's able to give 9 points and 2 rebounds. And for the Braves, 15 points for Brown and 4 points apiece for Ogunleye and Cannell. So, again, terrific ball game so far as we get ready for the second half.
You know, Jonathan, 2 players I want to point out for UIC who didn't get on the scoring sheet but played minutes in the first half. Diggins and Wiley. Both players gave good defensive efforts, moving the ball well, side to side, and allowing the guards to really get into the space and create offense, as we saw Tarkus Ferguson hit that deep three-pointer just a second ago. And, there's Godwin Bowen off of another pass from Tarkus Ferguson. I think the UIC Flames really played well in the first half. They're up 4, good defensive effort, and that's really something we have to see for the second half.
See what happens in the second half as the Flames and the Braves go at it. The Braves looking for their 4th win in a row. The Flames looking for their 2nd win in a row as well. So we'll see what happens as we continue on here with our halftime show, getting ready for the second half. Come back after this right here on ESPN. $2,700 student athletes, 19 championships, 1,900 student athletes with a 3.2 GPA. Celebrating 40 years of competition, Horizon League is comprised of 10 public and private institutions, 9 of which are located in the top 70 media markets. Additionally, over 600 events appear annually on ESPN3 and ESPN+. To learn more, go to horizonleague.com. That's horizonleague.com. Along with the sharpshooter, Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you. As we get ready for the second half action as the Flames are on top of the Braves 40-36. Jordan Blount on the controls to Marcus Oddie, top of the circle. Ferguson out to Blount on the inside with a whistle. Foul called on the Braves. it is going to be on Cannell.
And the Braves come out of halftime in a matchup zone, giving a different look to the UIC Flames, trying to slow down their offense.
Adi for three, around the rim and off, and the rebound into the hands of Agulia. Agulia into the front court. As the top of the circle. Here's Brown. Down the lane, a shot is just off the rim. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be UIC Flames basketball.
For a second, I thought we were going to have our first wedgie of the season.
No, I had that earlier.
Oh, all right.
At the half.
All taken care of?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Just one finger. 40-36, Flames in the lead. 19:15 left here for the game. Ferguson on the right side. Bowen top of the circle. Left side, Ferguson. 10 seconds to shoot. Bowen for three. No. Rebound, Ferguson. Ferguson now will try a three. Swish. Targets Ferguson with the three from the left wing. 43-36.
How smooth was that three-point shot? Not only did Targis just take a second to allow the defender go by him, but he collected himself, shot it all in rhythm. Beautiful shot from Targis Ferguson.
There's a beautiful shot by Brown in time. Brown has been terrific. 17 points for Bradley. And it's 43-38, Flames with the lead. Zone look here by Bradley. That was a kick ball, not called. Ball's on the floor and picked up here by Brown.
Yeah, Cannell definitely kicked that ball.
Left side, Agulia. Top of the circle, Brown for three, no. Rebound, Tarkis Ferguson. Here's Marcus Adi down the left baseline. The layup is good. 43-38. 45-38, Flames with the lead.
It seems as if Barr got hit in the face. Jordan Blount walked over, patted him on the back, saying, "Sorry, I got you there." Barr trying to stay on the floor. The officials are going to talk about this.
Jordan Blount always in the middle of this because he's such a physical player.
Yeah, Barr shaking his head.
And so now they will take a look at the monitor and see what type of foul this was. Steve McLean, the head coach for UIC, comes over to talk to the officials as well. So Brian Wardle also talking to the officials as well. Bradley Braves 3-0. And Brian Wardle 10-2 against UIC in his career from Clarendon Hills, Illinois. 5 years with the Green Bay Phoenix. He had 2 NITs in his time with the Phoenix. Looking to rebuild this program. Bradley, I really believe, is in good hands. As you and I have been calling a lot of Horizon League basketball for ESPN, we know that Wardle is the right guy for the job.
Yeah, and this Braves team is a really good team, and we've seen it from the defensive effort. They give multiple efforts on the defensive end, and that allows this team to stay in almost every game. And that's why you see them 3-0 coming into tonight's game, and also pick third in the preseason polls for the Missouri Valley.
Bradley has not been to the NCAA tournament since 05-06 under the Jim Les administration. That's when they went to the Sweet 16. That was a very good basketball team during that time. And again, the officials still looking over at our monitor here to make a determination.
Yeah, Bradley goes 20-13 last season. They improved by 7 games from the year before it. You know, and in the Missouri Valley tournament, they played Loyola pretty tough. That's a team that went to the Final Four.
So the officials now will go over and talk to Brian Wardle, talk to Steve McLean, and no one talks to us. We're only doing television.
It looks as if nothing's going to be added because it was a swing off of.
It's a basketball play, he ran into the guy's elbow, no foul.
Hey. No foul.
Swing going for the rebound and boxing out. No foul.
If I didn't raise my arms, we would have no idea. You're welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Now an offensive foul called, and UIC will have possession. They'll call a hold. Sonagoulier, now that's his third foul. So 3 fouls on him, on Agoulier. UIC with possession. 20 on the shot clock. Jordan Blount at the top. Jordan kicks it out. Godwin for 3. Swish! Godwin Bowen nails the 3 from the corner.
Yeah, Godwin was set up perfectly, and Jordan Blount, how about the dribble penetration kick out for 3 in the corner?
Timeout Wardle has seen enough. 48-38. Flames extend to a 10-point lead. Can the Flames continue their momentum? Find out next on ESPN. A 10-point lead for the UIC Flames, 48-38, with 17:28 left. Jonathan and Chris with you here in Chicago. What stands out?
Targus Ferguson leading the way for the UIC Flames tonight. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, he's a +9, plus minus. He is really having a great game for the UIC Flames. And we're seeing the defense for the Flames. Only 2 points scored so far early on here in the second half for the Bradley Braves. If the defense continues to pick up for UIC, as you see Jordan Blount stick his hand in there and get called for a foul, but good defensive effort for the Flames. If they keep up with the defensive effort, you're going to see the offense continue to click, and that's why they have a 10-point lead right now.
Well, Childs tried to get left of the lane. It was a ticky-tack foul on Jordan Blount. It's his third, but I mean, again, he's one of the big guys on this team that's got to stay on the floor. That was a pretty bad foul for him.
Yeah.
Here's Adi. High elevation for Adi. Coming in from the left baseline. 50-38 UIC with the lead.
And you know when there's a highlight dunk for the UIC Flames, chances are it's Marcus Adi. He can really get up.
Out of bounds, and UIC will have possession. More changes here for the Bradley Braves.
Now this is a tough spot for Bradley because you see the 12-point advantage for the Flames. Your defense was playing well in the first half. Now it's starting to get out of reach, and you're a team that can't score like the UIC Flames can. So you need to really pack it in defensively over the next 5 to 6 minutes.
Here's Howard. And the easy basket is scored. So Cannell's in, as well as Von Bray for Bradley. And at this point in time, without question, Wardle does not want this to get away. There's a 3, and that's good for Cannell. So Nate Cannell from Metamora, Illinois with the basket. 52-41, Flames with the lead.
Yeah, Cannell's a good three-point shooter. He hit 69 threes last season. It was the most threes by a Brave in a season since 2010-11.
Marcus Adi down the lane. Shot is short. On the floor, loose, picked up by Cannell.
Yeah, good defense on Adi right there.
Here's Brown on the push. Brown brings his dribble to the right side. Pass inside to Childs. And a foul called on UIC.
Yeah, help side defense from Godwin Bowen. He'll pick up the foul, but it's better to pick up a foul in that situation than allowing a dunk for Childs.
Now timeout on the floor. Flames up 52-41 right here on ESPN. Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago. Along with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you. 15:57 left here for your ball game. Flames up 52-41. Flames have established momentum offensively.
Yeah, and the Flames have really shot well here in the second half. 5 or 8 from the field, 62%. They're 2 of 4 from 3, and obviously that's 50%. They're shooting well for the game as well, shooting 37% from three-point land. And you've seen the offense really open up for the UIC Flames by their dribble penetration and kicking it out.
Here's Childs on Howard. The flying one-hander is short. Rebound Jordan Blount. Blount on the push for UIC. Kicks it in the corner. Godwin for 3. Around the rim and in for 3.
Big fist bump from Jordan Blount because he knows the dribble penetration, like on that play, finding Bowen in the corner, allowing the open three-point shot. That's perfection for the UIC Flames offense.
Here's Brown. It hops in the lane. Draws a foul. And that's going to be on Jordan Blount. And he can't believe the call. He is perplexed on why he was called for that foul.
You gotta love the intensity that Jordan Baum plays with.
Yeah, but it's, as you mentioned earlier, it has to be under control, though. And he sticks out like a sore thumb because, look, he's got scrapes, bruises. He had a concussion earlier this season. Diggins in and Jordan out.
I mean, to this point in the game, this might be the first game this season he hasn't been hit in the face.
It's early. Von Bray. Brown on the left wing. Cannell will reset. Now to Pittman. Now on the shot clock. Here's Pittman all the way in. And the layup is good.
I like Rob Howard's defense, though, coming from the back, trying to block that shot. Seth Cooper told us before the game he loved how hard Howard worked this offseason, getting ready in the summer for this year. He loved the effort that he gave, working on his game.
Tarkus Ferguson turns the corner. And a foul called. It is going to be on Pittman.
Yeah, hand on the hip.
So back in the ball game here will be Koch Barr, and he will replace Von Bray. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Flames.
Flames have been hot on the offensive end, 6 of 7 from the field as of late.
Adi down the right baseline, flying one-hander, shot is short. Rebound, Koch Barr. Brown, left corner three is no good for Pittman. And it's going to be a foul on Bradley.
Yeah, Childs is going to get the push-off going for the rebound there and pick up the foul.
And Bradley fans unhappy as you hear the boos ringing out of the Credit Union 1 Arena. Godwin Bowen brings it up for UIC.
Yeah, you can see the push-out right there on the offensive rebound attempt for Childs.
$15 to shoot. Tarkus Ferguson trying to get a pass into Howard, goes out of bounds. And so now the Braves will have possession.
Good idea from Tarkus Ferguson, just needs a little bit more touch on that towards the basket, allowing Rob Howard to collect himself and go up for the layup.
Next game for the UIC Flames will be November 24th as they take on Wisconsin Parkside. It'll be at 3:12 starting time right here on ESPN+. The pass inside, and the layup is missed for Pittman. Pittman goes back up for another try, blocked out front by Howard. That'll be a foul call on the inside.
You see on that possession, Jonathan, twice, Michael Diggins went up, hands straight up, didn't get called for the foul. He made life tough for the offensive player. A foul was called on Howard eventually on the possession. But good defense, something that we didn't see from Diggins last year, his ability to stand tall in the paint.
That's a second foul on Diggins. And Pittman to the foul line. Antoine Pittman, the redshirt junior from Rockford, is a 50% free throw shooter. Free throw is good, he'll have another. Pittman with 4 points, 2 rebounds against Jacksonville State the last game. In this one, 6 points. Looking for his 7th. Free throw good. Braves hanging around, 55-45. Wiley in the ball game for
Trapping
UIC.
zone, full court now for Bradley. They need to get some turnovers, some offensive possessions for themselves.
Ferguson trying to get a pass to Wiley in the corner, goes out of bounds. And Bradley with possession.
Now this is back-to-back possessions from Tarkus Ferguson where he's turned the ball over. You've mentioned many times the expression never changes with Tarkus Ferguson. This is one of those situations you got to take care of the ball because here comes Bradley. Their defense is really going to get ratcheted up here in the next couple minutes.
Foul off the ball. That's 10 turnovers, by the way, for UIC.
Yeah, sloppy.
Foul's going to be on Howard. That'll be his second foul. And Pittman will inbound. Cannell With a pass to Brown. 15 to shoot. Here's a three, and it's good for Cannell. (55-48).
That's the second three-point shot of the night for Cannell. He now has 10 points. A lethal three-point shooter for the Bradley Braves as they continue to crawl back into this one.
Braves fans chanting defense. Bowen to Diggins, misses the shot and the rebound. Controlled by Barr. Brown inside, layup is missed by Childs. And we have a foul. It's going to be on Bradley. It is going to be on Barr.
Yeah, Wiley, good job down low on the block. And we've noticed, the Flames on the last couple of possessions, you have guards passing to bigs down low, and then you either get a turnover or a missed shot. I'd like to see one of the guards, Ferguson or Bowen, really take this shot here on this possession. Get into the lane and get a good shot for yourself.
Turkus Ferguson will bring it up. Backcourt pressure and a 10-second violation.
And the defense for the Braves has really picked up in the last couple minutes, Jonathan. We pointed it out. They changed to the zone defense. Then they brought that zone across half court, trying to trap before you get to the half court line. And this is really starting to work. Now it's only a 7-point game.
7-0 run for Bradley. UIC's had 3 turnovers the last 3 minutes. And it's starting to change the momentum here at the Credit Union 1 Arena as Marcus Adi will enter.
If I'm Steve McClain and I'm the Flames, I want the ball to go up the floor. Don't wait and allow the zone trap to take place. Take it one-on-one, go up the floor, get into your offense, and let's get some baskets.
Bradley with Brown bringing the ball to the right side. Left corner, here is Cannell. Misses the three, rebound Wiley. Godwin Bowen into the front court for UIC. Bowen down the lane, kicks it off to Wiley. Now Adi down the lane. And the shot is missed, and we got a foul underneath. 2 officials have 2 different fouls. Which one will he go with? Foul is going to be on Howard.
Yeah, and Obo and Goulier is the one that was on the receiving end for the Braves. And another turnover for the UIC Flames.
Flames up 55-48, but clearly the momentum in the corner of Bradley at this point in time. You can feel it here in the arena. I mentioned before, Bradley fans have traveled from Peoria. Does sound like Carver a little bit here, especially with them chanting defense and trying to get Bradley back in this ball game.
Yeah, and the officials are going to take a look at that foul to try and figure out whether or not it needs to be a flagrant or anything more to it. Down low on the block.
So the officials will have a conversation. Now, Marcus Adi's importance here as we take a look at the numbers and reset here. Marcus Adi with 10 points, Ferguson with 15, Bowen with 16, but Adi's importance very strong. He's only shooting right now, Chris, 4 for 12 from the field, but Adi's importance, top 10 in three-point field goals, also top 10 in field goals and top 10 in free throws. And he's got to be able to maybe help carry the load for this UIC Flames team as well.
Yeah, the thing you like about Marcus Adi's game is his ability to get into the lane, body control in the air, gets good shots off for himself, and then he also creates space for others because then they can follow him off of the perimeter, take that space, you kick it back out, you get an open three-point shot. So Marcus Adi does a really good job with that, and especially Targus Ferguson. That's what we haven't seen in the last couple minutes for the Flames is Targus Ferguson, Marcus Adi, and Godwin Bowen really dictating the pace of this game.
So the officials will come over and they'll make a determination. With 12:03 left, and the Flames up 55-48 on Bradley. Bradley's next game will be against SMU. That game's going to be on CBS Sportsnet.
And you know, with Bradley on their offensive possessions, look for them to continue to try and feed the ball to Nate Cannell. He's hit a couple threes. He has 10 points, really heating up here in the second half, and it's allowing them to get closer.
Common foul on white 22.
All right, so you heard from the official there. Common foul on Howard. Not a flagrant. That's what you need in the broadcast booth, pal. Make sure they come over and talk to you.
Don't brush us off.
That's very, very well said. Here is Cannell. 19 on the shot clock for the Braves. Braves looking for their 4th win in a row. Left wing now to the top is Pittman. Ogunlier, and we have a foul call on the inside. Looks like this is going to be on Godwin Bowen. Nope, they're going to say it's on Diggins. So Diggins with the foul and a time on the floor. 55-48. Flames with the lead. Can the Flames extend their lead? Find out next right here on ESPN. Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 Arena here in Chicago with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you. If you're just tuning in, you say, boy, that looks like the UIC Pavilion. Well, it was a UIC Pavilion all the way up till Monday. And Credit Union 1 bought naming rights for this building and on this new floor for UIC. A great marriage because Credit Union 1's been part of the UIC family for a long time, but the commitment is very key and very classy in the athletic department. Working with Credit Union 1, great combination.
New name, new floor, who dis?
So now, Childs will go to the foul line. He's got 6 points and make it 7. He'll have another. Flames shooting 48% from the field. Bradley at 40%. Childs again, he nails it.
All right, there's more pressure here from the Bradley Braves, Jonathan. The Flames have not handled this well here early in the second half.
Ferguson trying to get it across. Does so to Marcus Adi. Adi trying to get through this zone here, implemented by the Braves. 10 seconds to shoot. Ferguson to Diggins. Diggins puts up a shot, no. And the rebound, Pittman.
And that's what Bradley wants. They want tough shots surrounded by multiple defenders, and that's what we saw with Diggins.
Brown tries to turn the corner and a foul called. Foul's going to be on Michael Diggins as Diggins tries to have a conversation with the official. Hale now will come in for UIC to replace Diggins.
All the momentum at the moment, even though the Flames are up by 5, is on the side of the Bradley Braves. The bench is standing, the fans behind them cheering loud. They are creeping back into this ball game.
I love the passion of the Bradley faithful making the trip here to Chicago as they are rooting their Braves on. Braves, a 3-game winning streak. A lot of passion in Peoria for this ball club, and they're here in abundance right behind the Bradley bench as the free throws missed. Flames up 5. Under 11 to play is Ferguson. Inside to Howard. High elevation for Howard on the dunk.
And you see how easy that was. That possession was set up because Bradley couldn't get into their zone. So it was man-to-man defense. Targus Ferguson took it one-on-one, was able to lay it off to Howard. Nice slam dunk. Flames back on the board.
Ogunlier. Brown at the top. Swung to the right side, Cannell. 15 to shoot. Pittman. And a foul call. It's going to be on Howard in the lane. So foul's going to be on Howard. That'll be his 4th foul. That means Jacob Wiley will have to come in for UIC.
Yeah, and Pittman kind of holding that left arm a little off to his side after falling on it. We'll see how these free throws go.
Antoine Pittman, the Rockford native, misses the free throw. Have another. Here comes Wiley. Howard will leave. Jacob Wiley, 6'7", out of Houston, Texas, the sophomore. Second year here with the program. And the free throw's good. Wiley's been really solid defensively, utilizing his wingspan. Still needs his shooting touch.
And you can tell, Jonathan, his time here at UIC starting to develop the body as well, in the upper body and the shoulders.
Bowen trying to penetrate this zone. A Hale to Bowen. A Hale in the corner. A Hale for three. No. Rebound, Wiley. New life for UIC.
Strong rebound.
A Hale for three. No. And the rebound, Agulia.
That's what you want. The ball went around the perimeter. Open three-point shot after an offensive rebound.
Brown is clobbered, no call. And the rebound, Bowen. Bowen to the right corner now is Ferguson. And a offensive foul called on Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson lowered his shoulder right into the defender. On the other end for the Flames, Wiley is the one that got the block that started that break down to the other end. On the offensive end, you just mentioned how good defensively Wiley has been as of late.
So Flames up 6, 57-51. That's that is foul number 1 for Ferguson. Ogunlier inside to Barr, layup is good. Koch Barr with the lay-in, and the Flames down are up 4, 57-53.
Nothing Godwin Bowen could do in that situation.
Adi in the right corner. Bradley fans standing. Right corner, Adi, and we have a whistle. Barr getting his hip in there. And so a foul on Barr.
Yeah, Barr gets a good layup on the offensive end, comes back down, commits the defensive foul for Bradley.
So 9:02 left here for the game. In the ball game is Pittman. He will replace Barr. 57-53, Flames with the lead. Wiley for UIC. Bowen at the top with 14 to shoot. Bowen, a long three, no. Rebound, Agulia. Agulia. And we have an offensive foul called. It's going to be on Agulia, I believe. Yes, it will be.
Yeah, Agulia, he handed it off and put his back into the defensive player of the UIC Flames. That's the second time tonight he's been called for that exact same foul, once in the first half as well.
That's 4 on him, Chris.
Yeah, quiet night so far.
57-53. Adi top of the circle, a Hale. Right corner, Adi. Adi at the top. A Hale for three. Swish! A Hale knocks down the three from the corner.
Yeah, inside out. That's exactly what the Flames want to do. Dribble penetration, open three from the corner.
60-53 UIC. Cannell on the left wing. Cannell hits the three from the left side. 60-56 UIC with the lead. Bradley won't go away. Bowen down the lane. Right side, Adi for three. Missed everything. Rebound, a Hale. Ferguson on the reset for UIC. Ferguson, step back, three. Yes, sir! Tarkus Ferguson with the three, and it's 63-56 UIC with the lead.
What a sweet play from Tarkus Ferguson. The step back three-point shot, that was beautiful.
Ogunlier trying to get it past. The Childs hit him in the chest. Goes out of bounds. And timeout on the floor. 7:08 left for the ball game. Thrilling ball game between the Flames and the Braves here in Chicago. Flames shooting 46% from the field, 39% from three. Bradley 42% from the field, 35% from three. 63-56, UIC with the lead, Chris.
The Flames have really done a great job in the fast break, and that's where we've seen this game go back and forth. The Flames have 12 fast break points, and when Bradley has been able to limit the Flames' offensive game from getting out and running, that's when Bradley's been able to hang around in this one. That's why we see a 7-point ball game. On the other hand, if the Flames can get out one-on-one, man matchup on defense, they really have the advantage on offense against Bradley.
Bradley looking for their 4th win in a row. UIC looking for their 2nd win in a row. Here's a wide open three. Brummett, no. Rebound controlled by Childs. And Brown will reset for the Braves. Under 7 to play.
Childs has 8 and 6 tonight on the season. He's averaging 13 points and 9 rebounds. He's also their leader in blocks.
Cannell all the way in, layup is good. So Cannell with the basket.
Cannell really hot so far here in the second half, and he now has 13 points in the ballgame.
63-58, UIC with the lead. Jacob Wiley misses. And rebound Cannell. There's a long up-court pass. Childs, he's double-teamed and taken away by Tarkus Ferguson. Here comes UIC on the push. Tarkus Ferguson all the way in. Layup is good. No basket. Offensive foul call.
He took that one big stutter step and then lowered his shoulder into Cannell. Cannell was set, draws the offensive foul. That's a big call.
Steve McLean unhappy on the sidelines, pacing back and forth. Almost a bemused look on his face. 6:08 to play. Along with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you from the Credit Union 1 Arena in Chicago. Saturday night college basketball action right here on ESPN. Brummett. Left corner, Pittman. Back to Brummett. Brummett in left corner, 9 on the shot clock.
McLean's yelling that there should be a travel. I kind of agree. I'm not sure how that wasn't called on that last drive.
Brown to Pittman. Knocks down the three with time running down.
Big bailout three-point shot for Bradley.
63-61, UIC with the lead. Braves within 2. And the official will come over and take a look and see if that was a three-pointer or not.
Yeah, Pittman bailing out the possession because really helter-skelter all over the floor. Bradley had multiple drives, pass out, nothing really cooking, and that's where you find the three-point shot for Pittman.
They want to see if it's a three. They also want to see if it was how much time was on the clock.
Okay.
Was it 1 second? Was it none?
Sure.
Pittman with 11 points tonight, Chris. Brown with 17. You know, it's college basketball, so you know the fans also get the team enthused.
Yeah.
A coach can only do so much, but when you got your fan base behind you, that's also helping the Braves.
And you know that's what the UIC Flames, Steve McLean and Eric Classy would like to see from their home crowd, you know, and a great turnout on Thursday night against William and Mary. There was the tailgate before the game. A lot of people came out. Tonight, a Saturday night in the city of Chicago. It's cold out. There's a lot of things going on. If you're a UIC Flames fan, you got to get out to Credit Union 1 Arena and support this team. It's a fun atmosphere, a good ball game, and a good young team at the UIC Flames.
So Flames down are up to 63-61. 5:30 to play. Tarkus Ferguson with 18 points tonight. Godwin Bowen on the left wing. Ten seconds to shoot. Bowen down the lane. And a traveling violation.
Another turnover for the Flames.
His foot slipped on this new floor. And so now Bradley will have possession.
The Flames haven't scored in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Bradley continues to climb back into this.
Bradley, red hot, 4 field goals in their last 5 tries. Fans chanting, "Let's go Bradley" here. Inside, the layup is good for Childs. He found room on the inside, and we're tied at 63.
Yeah, two-man game. You have Cannell and Childs. Cannell has been lethal from the outside. He finds Childs underneath the basket, maneuvers that up and in for the Braves.
Bradley on a 7-0 run. Adi flying one-hander, and the shot goes down.
Good answer from Marcus Adi.
Something for the Flames fans to cheer about. As we seesaw back and forth, 65-63. Flames fans chanting defense. Childs misses the three. Rebound, Tarkus Ferguson. Stolen away by Brummett. Brummett goes up. He misses it. Childs. And a fresh 30 for Bradley. Out of contact underneath there, not called.
Yeah, the referee's allowing both teams to play through that one.
Cannell, and we have a traveling call, Cannell. A traveling call, and a timeout on the floor. 65-63. UIC with the lead with 3:41 left. Back with more in a moment right here on ESPN. Back at the Credit Union One Arena here in Chicago with Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood with you. Under 4 to play now, Chris.
Yeah, for the UIC Flames here in the second half, it's like they're running through concrete. The defense has really been stepped up by the Bradley Braves. And how about this? We take a look at all the different stats. Here's one that pops out at me. In the second half, the UIC Flames have attempted 0 free throws. Bradley's gone to the foul line 7 times. They've made 5 here in the second half. Really controlling the tempo defensively, and on offense, they're really executing as well.
UIC with the basketball with Godwin Bowen, now to Tarkus Ferguson. Ferguson with 18 tonight. Ferguson down the lane, and the shot is good. Ferguson's got 20. Flames up 4. Cannell around the rim and off, and the rebound, Marcus Adi. Under 3 to play. Marcus Adi accelerates down the right baseline, and traveling call on Adi.
You know, that's the right idea there for the UIC Flames, though, because Adi and being able to push the ball off of the rebound doesn't allow the Braves to set their defense. He was one-on-one on Cannell. He was called for the travel, but it was still a good idea, a good offensive possession for the Flames, even though the turnover.
Brown with 17, Childs with 10 for Bradley. Here comes Brown into the front court. Boulier to Cannell at the top. 20 on the shot clock. Brown to Cannell with 10 on the shot clock. Brown trying to get a pass inside to Barr. Goes out of bounds, and UIC will have possession.
Yeah, just a wild shot from Brown in the lane. He really had no daylight, just kind of flipped it up there and went out of bounds.
Flames up 4, 67-63. Zone once again, Chris.
And see, the turnover on the offensive end for Bradley allows them to set their defense because it was a ball out of bounds.
Godwin for 3, no good in the left corner. Rebound, Howard goes back up, misses it, and they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Barr on the inside.
Strong effort right there from Rob Howard. Goes back up with it, gets the foul. Barr now has 5.
So that'll be all for Koch Barr. Barr finishes the night with 4 points, 2 for 2 from the field, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. I did not expect that line for Barr coming into this game.
No, on this season he's averaging 14 points, almost 6 rebounds, shooting 80% from the field. Tough night for Koch Barr.
So Howard will go to the foul line. Rob Howard, the junior from Gary, Indiana, bends the knees, eyes the basket, And misses the free throw. Have another.
You know, if you're a Bradley Braves fan watching this game, you must also consider the fact that Lotier Agoulier also not playing to what you've expected to this point in the season based on foul trouble as well. So you have two of your best players not playing to what you expect from night to night based on foul trouble tonight.
Free throw missed. 67-63. UIC with the lead. Under 2 to play. Childs trying to get a pass inside, stolen away by Tarkus Ferguson.
Yeah, smart defense by Tarkus, getting right in the middle of the lane where the pass would be coming through, and he picked it off.
These last 2 minutes will tell a great story, Chris.
Got to execute on the offensive end. No turnovers. Smart shots.
10 on the shot clock. Ferguson to Howard. Howard goes in, and a whistle on the foul called on Bradley. It is going to be on Cannell. With 1:26 to play.
I like the offensive design. Tarkus Ferguson gets in the lane, kicks it out. Rob Howard takes 1-2 strong dribbles, goes right to the basket. Gets a foul, now he gets some foul shots.
How do you pronounce number 23's name for Bradley?
Lotier Agoulier.
Okay. I thought coming in this was going to be a layup for Dwayne Ogunleye because Adewale Ogunleye played for the Chicago Bears.
Sure.
And our broadcast colleagues from Bradley gave us a different last name, kind of Ogunleye or something.
Right. From London, England.
Timeout Brown. 1:20 to play. 69-63. Flames with the lead, and we'll keep it here. That was my thought. I was like, I know that last name, Ogunleye, because we've seen him, seen that name when he was playing in the NFL.
Yeah, pass rusher for the Chicago Bears. Well, probably 10 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
So UIC with the 6-point lead, 1:20 left, not many possessions left. But if you're sloppy with the ball, that allows a team like Bradley to hang around, right? So theoretically, up 6 with a minute, 2-3 possessions, you get some points, you don't allow up anything easy on your defensive end. This should be a win for the UIC Flames.
Our Pepsi player of the game has to be Tarkus Ferguson. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Tarkus Ferguson, 20 points tonight, 6 of 8 from the field, 4 of 6 from three-point land. He has 7 rebounds and 10 assists in 37 minutes. Our Pepsi player of the game.
69-63, Flames with the lead. 1:18 left here for the ball game. Pittman to Ogunleye all the way in, and he is fouled right at the rim. It's going to be on Howard. So the foul's going to be on Howard. That'll be his 5th. So Howard will say goodnight for UIC. Howard with 9 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 rebounds. And he is fouled out of this ball game. A hail will come in.
Solid defense for the Flames tonight as well. And you saw participation from Howard, from Diggins, from Wiley, all down low in the paint, being able to stop a guy like Kochbar, and being able to put a hand up there and make life difficult for him in the paint. And that's really what you saw the UIC Flames do tonight. When you saw it coming into it, maybe that the height advantage would be for the Braves.
Ogunleye hits the free throw. He's got 6 points tonight. 69-65. Full court pressure, and here comes Adi out of it. Marcus Adi on the controls with 1 minute to play. Marcus Adi with 15 to shoot. Adi down the lane, puts up a shot off the rim, no. And a foul call is going to be on Jordan Blount.
That's a tough foul there, Jonathan, because no time comes off the clock, and Bradley will be shooting free throws.
So 69-65, Flames with the lead. Jordan Blount unhappy on the sideline for the UIC Flames, but Wiley will come in for UIC.
Jordan Blount fouls out back-to-back games for the Flames. 9 points tonight. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 18 minutes of game action.
Childs on the foul line. He's got 10 points tonight. Elijah Childs misses the free throw. The Kansas City native will have another. Free throw missed. Rebound in the hands of Tarkus Ferguson. Ferguson trying to dig it out. And there's going to be a foul right there in the lane.
And they call a foul on Agoulier, and I believe that will be his 5th as well.
Yes, so he has fouled out this ball game as well. And into the ball game is Brummett.
How about this? In the last 4 minutes, Bradley has not made a field goal. In the last 2:42, UIC has not made a field goal. Free throws back and forth. A grinding halt to this game as we go down the stretch.
Tarkus Ferguson with a double-double, 20 points and 10 assists for UIC. And the free throw is missed. 40 and 1/10 seconds left. And the Flames up 4.
Targets is 2 rebounds away from a triple-double.
Free throw's good. 70-65. Flames with the lead. With Chris Bleck, Jonathan Hood at the Credit Union Arena here in Chicago. Valley versus Horizon League. As Brown goes up and misses the shot, and we have a whistle. Foul's going to be called on Wiley, I believe, on the inside for UIC.
A little bit late establishing position right there on the drive from Brown. Brown will get 2 shots.
Brown tonight with 17 points. Next game for Bradley will be against SMU. And UIC won't play again until November 24th against Wisconsin Parkside.
Next game for Bradley against SMU in Cancun, Mexico.
Free throw is good. He'll have another.
Talking to the Bradley broadcast team before the game, they have their bags right here next to us on the desk.
Yes.
They're ready to go.
Got a lot of stickers on it, though. A lot of the old stickers from back in the day. A lot of travel on that suitcase. Brown again, good again. 70-67. Pressure here. Adi digs it out to Bowen. Now to Ferguson. 21 seconds left for the ball game. Ferguson trying to get a pass inside, and we got a foul call. It's going to be on Cannell. Yep. So Cannell on the foul. That'll be his 3rd foul. These shooting percentages. Bradley shooting 42%, UIC 46%. It's been very interesting. Timeout on the floor. So Bradley with a timeout, and we'll keep it here.
You know, you mentioned the shooting percentages. Bradley shooting 15 of 22 from the foul line, 68%. You know, you hit a couple more free throws, especially late. This is a closer, tied ball game, or Bradley may have the lead in this one if they've shot better from the foul line tonight.
It's just a surprise from Bradley's standpoint. Koch Barr has fouled the ball game, that Ogunlia has not been more of a catalyst. But from UIC's standpoint, it's what the doctor ordered, because even though you're shooting 37% from three-point range, you're getting the normal game from Tarkus Ferguson. This guy is I always say his blood pressure is 120/80 because he's so steady, Chris. Yeah. And that's what you need to have someone with ice water in his veins to be able to harness an offense.
And we've kind of seen what is surprising about Tarkus Ferguson's game is that coming into this season, the Horizon League preseason votes gave him a nod to be a part of the 2nd team in the Horizon League. Marcus Adi's the only player that made the 1st team. But Tarkus Ferguson, nice catch. Did you just get a T-shirt? You just got a free T-shirt, didn't you?
Yes!
But, Tarkus Ferguson right now playing like an all-conference type of player before we get into the Horizon League schedule. And we see it again tonight. 21 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. He had a great outing in the last effort on Thursday night. He saw 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He went 5 of 7 from 3 on Thursday night. tonight from 3. He goes 4 of 6. So it really has improved and stepped up his game here early going in the season after being named to the 2nd team in the Horizon League, which I think we will see him get considered for first team this season.
Ferguson hits 1 of 2 from the foul line. 18-4, 10 seconds left, and the Flames up 71-67. Here is Brown. Cannell at the top. Left wing. The 3 tries good for Pittman.
Big 3-point shot for the Braves.
71-70. And we have a whistle. It was knocked out by Bradley, so UIC will have possession.
Yeah, Brown got his hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. It was close to almost being a turnover for the Bradley Braves.
So 71-70. Flames with the lead.
And the officials will take a look at it.
This is a question about the possession, right?
Yeah. So the inbound pass to targets Ferguson. Brown got his hand in there, knocked it out. They ruled it. That would be UIC ball. They'll take a look.
UIC defeated William and Mary 100-95 in overtime. Targets Ferguson at 25. Bowen had 24. We take a look at both of these guys now. Ferguson with 22 in this game against Bradley, and 16 for Bowen so far. Flames ranked 7th in all of college basketball coming into this one, with 3-point field goals made. And Ferguson 7th in the nation in 3-pointers. And we look at Ferguson tonight, 4 for 6 from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the Flames overall, they've hit 9 of 24 from 3. And we were talking with Seth Cooper before the game, assistant coach for UIC, and I was also talking with Jordan Blount before the game, that a part of the dribble penetration, the fact that they don't play up big each and every possession, allows the 3-point shot to be open after the penetration takes place, be able to kick out for an open 3-point shot.
So the officials having a conversation. 7 and 5, 10 seconds left. And UIC possession. So UIC will have the ball. 7.5 seconds left here in the ball game. And the Flames up 1. 71-70.
Bradley has no timeouts. So if there is a turnover, a missed shot by chance, something happens, Bradley has to just go for it. Can't call a timeout.
Cannell on Tarkus Ferguson. Looks. Inbounds it to Bowen. Bowen, and he's fouled from behind by Pittman on the way by.
And if you're a UIC fan, that's your best option. Godwin Bowen shooting 81% from the free throw line this season. He's their best foul shooter. Smart play by Coach McLean to draw that up to get his best foul shooter the ball on the inbound pass.
5 and 7, 10 seconds left. Flames looking for their 2nd win in a row. So now Bowen to the foul line. Surrounded by Braves. And the free throw is missed. Wiley and Diggins both on the floor for UIC.
The Flames coaches reminding the team to be set defensively. There are no timeouts for the Braves.
Nail biter here with 5.7 seconds left. Bowen misses them both. And then rebound Childs. Here's Brown. Stops and pops. And off the rim short. And UIC survives. Flames win. Flames win 71-70. Here's the Credit Union 1 Arena. And boy, what a heck of a ball game, but UIC comes out on top, Chris.
Yeah, Brown drove it as far as he could. He rose, fired the shot just off the rim. Good defense from the UIC Flames. Stand tall and get the victory tonight. 2 in a row.
So the UIC Flames win 71-70, and the first loss of the season for the Bradley Braves. Great effort by both teams. And don't forget our next broadcast on ESPN+. It'll be on November 24th when UIC takes on Wisconsin Parkside. It's a special 3:12 start right here on ESPN+. For our entire crew, for Chris Fleck, this is Jonathan Hood. The proceeding has been a presentation of UIC Flames basketball right here on ESPN. Good night from Chicago.